Hey everyone, this is Minion from Minion's Army, and today's video is Townhall 11 air attacks from the UFC AxeYouSomeThin war. And even though AxeYouSomeThin beat us in this war, there are still some great hits to see from the UFC side. So shout out to Hero for the opening artwork and thumbnail. And let's get into the attacks. I have the times at the bottom corner if you are interested in fast forwarding, but the first hit is by Slop. It was a slammer Dragbat. Then we have DragonDale with an Edragbat, followed by Divinity with an Electrone LaLo hit. Then we have Gizmis with, I'm going to call it a ghost Edrag hit using the blimp. And then we have Elka with an Edragbat hit. So also I'm very excited to show you my logo that Box has done for me. I'm super excited and I think it looks awesome, Box. Thank you. But let's get into the replays. So first we start off with Slop, and Slop is using a slammer Dragbat hit here, and he is using the baby dragon at about 5 o'clock to help funnel the queen, so she will go left. He's got the king whacking away at the town hall there at 3 o'clock. So the queen is now stepping up, and she's going to work her way in towards the AD. And the king is also, after he finished that town hall, he is working on the funnel there at the 3 o'clock area. We have a row of loons, followed by the slammer. You notice the loons are activating the SAMs that are in the way. Then we have the dragons and the warden. And here we go now, and it is pressing on into the base. The enemy clan castle troops are lured. He uses the warden ability as the eagle is firing down on his dragons. So excellent timing with the warden ability. And here comes the bat bomb off in the 9 o'clock area. And the bats are going to work around, and you can see that hound push in from about 11 o'clock, and it's going to camp out over the AD as the slammer works on the AD. And he had a great timing with that hound. The hound popped, and out come the pups. And as you can see, his slammer still has some life left, and it will pop here in a little bit to let out some loons and also a dragon. So he is, before you know it, he's going to be off into cleanup. And I'm not so sure about the location of the tornado trap. I know it was there in a Tesla farm. Had Slop hit this from the other direction, it probably would have been more detrimental to the attack. But great hit, Slop. Next up is DragonDale with an Edragbat hit, and it's kind of hard to see. I have to fix the zoom, but the king is down in the south, and he is working away on that mine, tanking for the queen. The queen is there behind him, and the goal is to work in and to nab that AD that is closest to 6 o'clock. He has a baby dragon on the camp. It's nice to use the baby dragons on the camp because of the box size of those camps. Unless they're touching another building, they can't really chain the lightning for the E-Drags. But if you notice how he has this set up, he's pulled and lured the enemy clan castle troops over to his royals. He's using that moat over, I don't know, separating the expo from the clan castle to keep his E-Drags focused. And now he has a bat bomb going off to take care of the defenses that are on the other side of the moat. So excellent base recognition. Just now is putting the slammer in, and unfortunately, if you notice, the slammer targets something, and then if like the bats take care of it or something else takes care of it, then it pauses before it retargets. So that's that little delay, unless it happens to be a glitch, but I don't think it is. I think it's just the retargeting that's kind of stopping that up. But the loons are coming in. He's getting excellent chains off of his E-Drags, and we're almost into cleanup. He just has the Archer Tower and the Tesla and a few buildings, and this base was leveled pretty quickly. Normally, I like to talk about bases and base weight and how many thousand it is, and because this is a friendly war, that's why you don't see the base weight on these replays. So, anyways, great attack, DragonDale, and we're on to Divinity's hit, and he has a Slammer, Electrone, LaLo hit going on. Starting off with the Royals, King tanking for the Queen, Queen in behind. Once again, plan is for the Queen to take at least 1 AD, and so the King is clearing out. If you notice, so they started together, and the King pressed to the left, so that has, pretty much from about 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, the King cleared out. The Queen worked from about 2 o'clock, and she's clearing out to about 1 o'clock. So if you look at the pathing that's left over, now he can come in with his Slammer and his Loons. And as the Slammer works, you see it, that Slammer does a ton of tanking for those Loons in that multi-set Inferno. Now he has the enemy clan castle's Lord poisoned. He has the clone down, and he clones the Loons, and the Edrag is going to take care of those Skellies and the Queen. And what he has left is very little of. He's already at 25% as he's starting his LaLo. He's cut to the clan castle, so he's cut to a non-defensive building, which makes the pathing of the Loons and the Hounds much easier, so he can work his troops from the 1 o'clock area all the way around in counterclockwise fashion. He's got his minions down on cleanup, and as he approaches, so you can see that Hound obviously is headed to the AD, the Loons are behind, and as he comes in, he used the Warden ability to help protect the Loons, and then he uses the heal as his Loons are approaching that multi-set Inferno. So excellent work, Divinity, and I'm going to push this off into double time because it's pretty much into cleanup, and this base is flattened in no time at all. So great hit. While this is finishing up, I'll go ahead and talk about Gizmis and his hit. He also uses an Edrag, and he has a clone spell, but I don't know, there's a little bit of a debate whether or not you call this an Electrone or whether you call this a ghost. My feeling is if you're cloning the Loons, it's probably technically a ghost. If you clone the Edrag, then it's an Electrone. So given that Gizmis isn't even trying to clone the Edrag, he has Loons he's cloning, we're going to go ahead and call this a ghost Edrag hit with the blimp. So he is pressing in. He is using the Queen on the Townhall and the King opposite over in 6 o'clock area. Once again, we just have to cut that funnel so that our troops have a breadcrumb trail, you could say, to work on. So he laid the Edrags down first, put the Loons in. The Loons are going to soak up the sands and target several defenses. The Edrags are going to work by chaining up their lightning. We've got the enemy clan castle troops Lord. He used a clone spell and just cloned some more Loons. And now he has the blimp pushing in. So he is pushing the blimp in from 8 o'clock, and it is on a path towards where used to be the town hall. He goes ahead and pops it on purpose, and out come more Loons. And he's using the Warden in behind the Edrags, and use the ability to protect them, and he also has this base pretty well flattened. I mean, he hits the tornado trap, but it's not too big of a deal. There's just one Tesla that's targeting those air troops, and that is really just about it. So excellent hit, excellent plan and execution, Gizmos. So now we're on to Elka, and before this next video opens up, I want you to notice how Elka uses her bat spells. So she's doing an Edragbat. She does something a little bit different. So she's using the Slammer, but if you notice, she's going to use her spells before she really even starts. I mean, she has a Coconut Loon, takes care of any possible air mines that might take care of an entire swarm of bats. And then she comes in with her bat spells, and she goes ahead and clears out as much as she can before she really even starts her attack. So she has an E-Drag in the north that's working on a few buildings up there. E-Drag at 3 o'clock. Use the coconut loon just to make sure that that is a clear area for that E-Drag. Much better to lose a loon than to lose a 30 housing spot E-Drag to a SAM. And she puts some more E-Drags down. She puts her loons down. They're out in front. It's got the warden going. You see the SAM hit a loon. And raged up. It's going to take out the AD and the multi-inferno. Uses the warden ability just as the eagle artillery fire was going to be hitting her troops. The E-Drags took care of the enemy clan castle troops. The slammer and a loon hit tornado trap. Another SAM comes in. That SAM hit an E-Drag. We still have loads of troops down. And look at that chain lightning. I mean, the chain lightning is doing awesome work. The multi-inferno, obviously it hurts the troops, but not near like it would some squishy troops or some low hit point troops. That SAM did more damage to that E-Drag than the multi-inferno did. And you can even see the life of the warden just kind of slowly tick down with that multi hitting it. So we are into cleanup. So thank you everybody for watching, and this video is over as we take care of the troll at 6 o'clock. And I want to show you my logo once more, and thanks everybody for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.